Very often, overseas property investors always ask us what type of residential properties they can buy in Melbourne. Well, there are apartments, townhouses, and house and land packages. So basically, apartments and townhouses, they share common areas and common entrances with other owners in the same complex or compound. As for house and land, you basically own the entire land and the house, and with no sharing of common facilities or area. We get people asking us sometimes, why is it that the process of buying a house and land package, it's a little bit different to that of buying an apartment or a townhouse. Normally, when you buy an apartment or a townhouse, there's only one contract. We call it a single contract purchase. Basically, you only pay a 10% down payment and then nothing until settlement. So you basically pay the 90% of or the balance of the purchase price when the property is ready to settle. In other words, when the property is completed. However, for house and land, it is slightly different. The reason why it's often called house and land is because to buy one of these properties, you need to sign two contracts. We call it a two-part contract purchase. You sign a contract for the land and then you sign a contract for the building, because very often the land developer and the builder, the people who actually build the house, they are two different companies. Well, you still sign both the contracts at the same time. However, the payment plan would be slightly different. It's not a 10/90 as what it would be in a single contract. In a house and land package purchase, basically you pay 10% of the land price upfront and 5% of the building contract upfront. It might differ, but I haven't seen a different one so far. And so before the builder can start building a house on this land, the land has to be settled first, meaning that it has to be transferred to your name first before the builder can start the construction work. So the time frame from when you sign these contracts to when you get the house is also highly dependent on when the title of this land will be ready. If the land is already titled, you can basically settle it now and then the builder can start building. However, if the land title is only ready a year from now, so the construction can only start a year from now. So be mindful, if you do need the house to be ready quicker, you might want to look at land projects where the land is almost titled or already titled. From there, you are required to settle the land component first, meaning that you have to pay 100% of the land price before the building contract kicks in. So if you have paid 10% when you sign the contract, so when the land is ready to be transferred to you, you will then need to settle the 90% balance of the land price first before the building company will start the construction. From there are about 5 stages of construction, of which you are required to pay progressive payment before the commencement of each stage. Of course, the builder will send construction reports to you at the end of each stage with photos as well. House building construction usually takes around 8 to 9 months time, depending on how complex it is. Normally, houses here are built in single story, but of course we have sometimes inquiry for 2-story houses, so the 2-story houses will probably take a slightly longer time. House and land packages in today's market are located away from the city center. That's because anywhere that's in a city has been already built, so new estates are taking place in suburbs that are located within 35 minutes up to an hour's drive from Melbourne CBD. However, this does not mean that it's far away. It just means that it's away from the CBD, but it could be closer to other commercial center as well. Some of the benefits of buying into a house and land package are these estates are usually located in growth corridors. They have new infrastructure, sometimes new train stations, new schools, new shopping center, new economic center. So basically, if you're not buying it to live in, you're basically buying into the potential of capital appreciation in the future when everything is completed. So if you're interested in finding out more about house and land packages, do contact us and we will try to give you some options that you can look at. Thank you.